Hello folks, today we're taking a look at the Nature Hike one person backpacking tent slash bike packing tent slash Spider One. It seems everywhere I look it calls it by a different name, but the one person backpacking tent seems to be the most common name used for this tent. This brand is slowly starting to grow on me. I'll show you why. I'll put some footage of the storm last night right here. Hopefully you guys heard that. It's a storm. On a case of storms, it's a 3 or 4. It's not terrible, but it's a storm, not just rain. Now that you watch that, it's been about 24 hours of rain. Varying degrees, but it's rained off and on for about 24 hours. The water's still beating up. Granted, it's brand new, but you can see the water there. I'm getting my feet wet. We'll check inside. Zip the fly out. It's a small tent, but after all that rain, hours and hours of rain, there's no water in here anywhere. I'm pretty impressed. It was like 69 bucks or something. Check out the other corners, check out the edges. You can see water standing on the outside due to the sun. But there's none inside the tent. Should have brought my sleep mat. This is not a very wide tent. I'm not a big fan of one-man tents, but for the price, I'll deal with a one-man tent. We'll look at the scale real quick, see what it weighs. The contents include the tent poles with the stuff sack, 8 stakes and 2 guy lines, also with their own stuff sack, the tent stuff sack with a little strap, the tent body, the tent fly. And one of the things I like about Nature Hike, it also came with its own footprint for no additional cost. There's a good size D-shaped door. When it's staked out, it's easily openable with one hand. The lines that hold the door back are kind of odd. They look really cheaply made. It's just a string sewn on with one of the little push buttons. That's a 23-inch pad. It's centered right now. You can see it's kind of a tight fit. If I pull it all the way over to one side, preferably the side of the vestibule, I have a little bit of room. I might be able to cram a small pack in there. probably not anything over 50 liters, but you'd be sleeping right up against the bug net, but you could fit everything in there. You can see on the corners, there's 2 buckles. The one on the footprint is for what I think everyone's calling now a fast pitch. And then the ones on the tent body itself. All the tie outs for the stakes are a very heavy duty material. It's almost a lightweight seatbelt material. Really tight weave, nylon. It's a little heavy, but when pulling the stakes out, if they were really stuck in the ground, I'm going to be pretty confident they're going to come out before this will rip. This is a very heavy duty material to put the tent stakes in. And it's the same material on every corner for the tent itself, the body, and the fly. And also the back. There's several other reviews that have said things about there not being tie outs here, which would be nice, but the thickness of the bathtub floor acts just like a single wall tent. No water comes through here. The water will drip on it, but no water came through in my initial test. I may mod that later. There's a couple different things for modding it out and tying it out, get a little more airflow, but if it stays dry and works, why mess with it? No one ever puts the air mattress in here when they lay down, so I figured I would. I'm not quite touching the edge. You can see I've got a couple inches up here. And if we come around here to my head, I've got a few inches up here too. You know, not much, but I would be good to not touch the walls. For reference, for the vestibule, I have to pull it all the way up to the bug net, almost a little bit inside of the tent. That should not get wet right there. It's completely, nothing sticking out. There's a couple inches between the pack and the fly. And if I zip up the bug net, show you how tight into the bug net I am. I'm touching, I'm pushing a little bit, but my pack would stay dry. So it's not a very big vestibule, but you can make it work if you really had to.